365 until I reach the heavens. Hey, I'm a hustler on a mission, grinding for that spot, a brand new pot to piss in. Trying to school my partners, I don't think they pay attention. I'm sticking to my vision, on the road to the riches. Every single day, I'm a hustler on a mission, trying to get 100 M's, nigga, I ain't kidding. I'm on a mission, 24/7, 365 until I reach the heavens. Hey, I'm a hustler on a mission, grinding for that spot, a brand new pot to piss in. Trying to school my partners, I don't think they pay attention. I'm sticking to my vision, on the road to the riches. Every single day, I'm a hustler on a mission, trying to get 100 M's, nigga, I ain't kidding. I'm on a mission, 24/7, 365 until I reach the heavens. Hey, I'm a hustler on a mission, grinding for that spot, a brand new pot to piss in. Trying to school my partners, I don't think they pay attention. I'm sticking to my vision, on the road to the riches. Every single day, I'm a hustler on a mission, trying to get 100 M's, nigga, I ain't kidding. I'm on a mission, 24/7, 365 until I reach the heavens. Hey, I'm a hustler on a mission, grinding for that spot, a brand new pot to piss in. Trying to school my partners, I don't think they pay attention. I'm sticking to my vision, on the road to the riches. Every single day, I'm a hustler on a mission, trying to get 100 M's, nigga, I ain't kidding. I'm on a mission, 24/7, 365 until I reach the heavens. Hey, I'm a hustler on a mission, grinding for that spot, a brand new pot to piss in. Trying to school my partners, I don't think they pay attention. I'm sticking to my vision, on the road to the riches. Every single day, I'm a hustler on a mission, trying to get 100 M's, nigga, I ain't kidding. I'm on a mission, 24/7, 365 until I reach the heavens. Hey, I'm a hustler on a mission, grinding for that spot, a brand new pot to piss in. Trying to school my partners, I don't think they pay attention. I'm sticking to my vision. Hey, I'm a hustler on a mission, grinding for that spot, a brand new pot.
What's up, man? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Lit House. Whatever you do, keep the light within you. Shining like a motherfucker, you kid. Gotta take my vitamins, nigga. Gotta take my vitamins, nigga. Yeah, it's a surprise, nigga. Every show is a surprise, nigga. I surprise myself. Smell that money, man, and bring more money. All right, let's get to it. The title of this says, shit, you see it. If you don't, now you do. Let's see what the fuck this shit about right here.
This tour right now might be on pause, not because of this crazy ass shit.
I'm not one of these. I'm not a white that's on fucking. I was with that for 11 years. Are you crazy?
All right, hit that blunt. She going through something. Hit that shit. Yeah.
Like I said, I love my mama.
Oh, no weird. Hey, chat, don't do no weird.
My mama, like I said, let's double back.
Ooh, rematch. We need a rematch. She want a rematch. She need a rematch. Say that again.
I got such shit, bro.
Yeah,
and what the niggas tell me? I don't want to suck your security guard.
Yeah, you did go to. She's been going on the Yakima.
You might do it on this.
You went from the train to the bus. You feel me? You went from the train to the train.
Stop lying. All right, 1 through 10. How? I'm not gonna lie. Her shit was boo. Her shit was boo, but she's weird. It's too. It was straight. It was straight though.
But because Whack 100 had to come on the bus and let them know, hey, the party games and all this shit and everything, that's how we got 3 accusations out here. What type of accusations? Just listen.
We going to the club again? Who is you? Why is you on the bus? Who you with? Oh, okay. Come on. I like that. You did too much. You turn this shit off, cuz. Oh, baby, turn that off. We going to the club again? Who is you? Why is you on the bus? Who you with? Oh, okay. Come on. I like that. You did too much. You turn this shit off, cuz. Oh, baby, turn that off.
If you ever wish payday came sooner, this might actually help. There's a banking app called Current with a bunch of things. You go through the full sign-up process so you don't mind for it. Now, from what is alleged, there is a young lady that linked up with one of the bodyguards, and apparently, and according to her, man, look, she got hit, split, and dipped, and it wasn't consensual because she put this message out there on the net. Wrote it, sat at the ER for hours because you did who knows what to me. I woke up with no pants on, your bed confused. You and your friend laughed when you asked if I remember anything, and I said no. So you can see this right here, and this is the alleged victim. Hey, I'm not trying to bring you into anything, but that nigga did something to me the night of the show. I don't remember a lot, and that's why I passed out like that. And then he lied about how I got home and then blocked me when I tried to ask him what happened. I just want to know what happened to me. That shit is weird as F and not cool. 100, 100, 100. I don't want or need anything from nobody. I just needed help trying to figure out what happened to me because that shit is not normal because nothing is adding up. Like, I'm scared. I thought I was safe with y'all. In these times that we're in, you damn near gotta have somebody you do it. My name, my social security number. It is this time of the day. I'm gonna consent to doggy, froggy, obtuse. Can't do missionary because your breath stank. And let's say a little nosedive in there. Probably ended with a turkey snow cone. You know what I'm saying? Then right here, 45 minutes. Yeah, to honey pack. 50 minutes. And we are good to go because that's damn near the evidence that they have to actually exonerate this man.
I can say it.
What?
I said it.
That's not. That could be me saying that.
My name is Aaliyah, and I consent to sexual intercourse.
Okay, you guys need some type of story. I went to the Kaiser, Oregon show, and then after the show, they let me on his tour bus. His tour bus was staying at the same hotel I was. So that's really, I mean, they let me on, but that's what it was. Blueface was real sweet. Everyone on the bus was real sweet. After I got off the tour bus, the security guard found me. I had to use the restroom. I couldn't find my room key. He said I could use his restroom. And the last thing I remember is him forcing me to do oral. And after that, everything spaced out. But I do remember being like, no, I'm on my period. Whether I was on my period or not, I would not have consented to that. And I remember painful intercourse and then waking up. So I remember him doing what he did and then waking up. So who knows what they could have done to me while I was asleep. But I woke up with no pants on. They asked me, you don't remember what happened? And I said no, and they started laughing. That's the base of the story, so you guys don't have to make your own assumptions or say like I'm lying or like I don't have proof, blah, 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 this. I went in his room to use the restroom, and he was a security guard. I did not think that me going to the restroom would turn into that.
Damn, the video get pretty deep. So we have her sending out the, or her not sending out the video, her literally recording herself saying, yeah, I can send. Then her saying all that shit to now her saying this.
I never said you assaulted me. I asked what happened because the last person I remember being with was you. My memory is very in and out, hella foggy. I remember going into a room, which was dark, right? I remember you handing me the blunt on the bus. And then I have videos of us together from somebody else's point of view. Like, I'm not trying to make nobody out to be a bad guy. All I wanted to know was what happened that night. Because like I told you on the bus, when I seen you again, I said, how did I get home? You told me I got an Uber myself home. I didn't get no Uber by myself because my phone was dead. I don't know what I'm supposed to do in this situation. I never accused you of raping me. All I said is I know something seemed off and I don't know the full story.
How she know her phone was dead if she don't remember shit? If she don't remember shit, how she know she didn't get an Uber home? Like she knows specific little details.
Story, which is why I tried to come and put the puzzle pieces together. But it was like nobody wanted to help me. Everybody was just like, you guys just all just like fucking attacked me. Last person.
So let's check out her Instagram story. Another song, and I want to tell it like if you want it, we don't want it. This is what she said 12 hours ago. I'm not interested in interviews right now. Please respect my privacy. But we working.
Yeah, nice
6 hours ago.
I think it's savage. No, I'm not fucking
So
the average.
this is really what you wanted.
Exactly. Hey, get out of there. Close that refrigerator.
There's this saying, right? And it makes a lot of sense. I do this myself, what they call bringing sand to the beach. See, Wack know better. Wack got his girl. He out the way. He ain't chasing no cat. Don't want no new cat and anything like that. He got what he got. I heard
something about his little cat.
You got to calm down, man. And they got to have a meeting with him. Like, bro, first off, you hit a whole trash bag, bro. That woman's body is built like a trash bag, like a stuffed trash bag or what's the little old clothing bags and shit like that. I don't know if y'all do that. You know, I used to go to laundromat. I used to have a laundry bag, bro. And that's how that lady's body was built. That he hit. Now, hopefully, he wrapped it up, man. But on a serious note, can't have this, man. Can't. But he got to be told, you can't have no more cat and salad, man. No. Nah. Because it's not your show. It's not your program. They're not there for you, Otis. They're there for Blueface. So at the end of the day, bro, homie got to know, hey, listen, man, if you ain't got a girlfriend with you, that you flew in and this is what you doing with your girl, and you in control of what you and your girl got going on, stop hitting these hoes. Or you can take your ass back home. You can go back to LA County. I know where you're from. I'm not going to put it out there and all that shit, but you can take your ass back home, homie, because at the very end of the day, you're not worth the trouble. You're not bigger than the program. Financially, we can't have you. And allegations follow, and they swallow up the whole entire process. So you're stopping what we haven't got going. Mind you, there are certain things, I'm not going to say it, it's overly obvious, but obviously if you state the obvious, they're like, oh, you're saying this and saying that. This ain't got shit to do with Blueface. But at the end of the day, you got to bring sand to the beach.
Yeah. I go use you for clips. I go use you for content. I go use you. If you a hoe, I go pimp you out. That's how it works. You got to clean up your mess, Jay. No, not my security guard, Chad. She ain't fuck my security guard. Damn, Jay. She fucked the security guard that works in the place we just performed at. That's how much she get around. On some random shit. No. Ain't that the nigga you just fucked right there? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tell him to get off stage. Sock him out, knock him out. That's what she telling me. Bitch, I'm not finna touch that man. What the fuck? I'm gonna let him do his job. And what? We don't keep it regular. I'm not fighting for no hoes.
I didn't sign up for the camera. Please move that. Why are you going to keep telling me? And I didn't say to keep telling me. Like,
yeah, that's what she get. There you go. That's the right comment. Humble yourself. You think you better than another hoe and you a hoe? You fucking dumb as fuck. You can't get treated like the next bitch. All that pop star shit. You getting raw, you getting nutted and raw just like all these other hoes. You think you're exempt? No, not exactly. I thought we was going to the clubs. That's what we are.
Except Blueface. Blueface, you might want to do some recruiting. But then again, bro, he bringing on himself. I used to believe this. Oh, man, she ain't toxic. Dude just toxic. Oh, man, he ain't toxic. She just toxic. Man, I believe from now on, my whole mindset is until it's proven otherwise, whoever's toxic in a relationship, they both is. Just this person just showing us why the other person ain't. I used to believe in like, yeah, man, homie just cool dude, bro. Shawty just bad for him. Or, you know, Shawty cool girl and homie just bad for him. Man, this shit go hand in hand. This shit peanut butter and jelly, it feel like. So everybody else brings Sandy to the beach. Blueface, I don't know what the hell you're going to do, man. It's a couple of people who do certain things that I'm like, I would never want that type of life. And he one of them, bro. I don't care about all the women that he get to sleep with, the money that he got and all that shit, the lifestyle that he lived. Bro, it just comes to a point where you just got to value peace, quiet, tranquility, serenity. And the way he going, you imagine this shit in 20 years, he probably still going to be doing the same shit. And we all going to watch like, boy, this ain't going to end well. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts on this crazy shit. Security guards sleeping with everybody, your manager coming in and having to kick women off the tour bus and shit. Cats is hitting trash bags. We don't know raw dog or not, man. It's Saturday. I mean, it's Sunday. Subscribe to our bell, stay notified, share to keep your people aware. We are 13. Can't wait for these 2 days giveaway. Like every video.
I've heard that the police in general, especially in Texas, hate you, and I've heard that they're huge fans of you.
Well, the Fort Worth Police Department hates me.
Okay.
Because there's a dirty police officer who I rescued a sex trafficking victim from this house who this dirty police officer was involved with.
What? How'd you rescue?
Well, I went to the strip club and she told me where she was, and I know the. And so what I did, I contacted retired United States Department of Homeland Security human trafficking officer by the name of Agent Keith Owens. So I used to partner with Traffic 911, which is a trafficking organization that rescues women. I used to teach trainings at the United States Department of Homeland Security Human Trafficking Division at Eastfield Police Training Academy in Mesquite College. I used to teach that every year. I used to partner and teach human trafficking presentations at the law school at Texas Western. So yeah, so I did this. So I'm connected to being the rescue ladies who've been sex trafficked. I know a lot of niggas in my city that, that was sex trafficked. So I would target them. Named Mac Henry. So I go in the club one day, see this little chick. So anytime I go into a strip club, if I see a bad little bitch, and I say, man, you want something to drink? And she said, no, I don't want to drink. She said, you smoke? No, I don't smoke. Bitch, you in here sober? Can't do me do this sober. Yeah, bitch, you got so.
That's a real hustler.
Man, that ain't no real hustler. Man, bitch, at some point, you got to give in because you seeing the ugliest. At some point, you're going to give in to something.
But if you're really just there to get as much money as you could possibly get, you should also not be spending money on getting up, right?
Well, you get up before you go, right? But
why? What if you just don't like that?
No, man, I know this shit. I'm watching the bitch not get no money. So she ain't just. So when she tell me the story, let me just say this. There's red flags and signs that anybody with my knowledge on human trafficking and sex trafficking can look at a young lady and can tell. That's why you're getting caught for it. You may think, okay, you cannot do this and do this every day with a natural, sober, logical thinking mind with your trauma and background. That's why you're in here. That's why you're in this lifestyle. So I ask a few questions. Woo, woo, woo. Her respond. Woo, woo, woo. So I noticed that they're not down here. So to make a long story short, I go outside, I contact special agent. It's about 1 in the morning. He don't answer. I call Angela Lucky. She was the president of the NAACP. I call her with the music playing. She said, well, Charleston, we can't do anything like that. So then I contact Officer Charles Rogers from Gang Unit. Officer Charles Rogers from Gang Unit, he make a call. They put together an extraction team. They extract the young lady out this house. The officer officer, Tracy Carter, gets wind of it, calls the girl, say, man, you better not trust Charleston. He woo woo woo. So when they drop her off at the safe house, the officer didn't debrief her. She called me and said, man, the police officer called me, told me not to trust you, you woo woo woo, and she ran away. But this is documented.
Anytime I try to fuck with a girl and she ain't feeling me, I just assume that she's getting sex trafficked.
Yeah, so
there's got to be a reason.
Yeah, so
but it's 22 still.
You know, if
so
she ain't
yeah.
feeling me, she got to have some sort of social contagion.
So
going on.
so there's one officer, right? So he became our arch enemy, and he's the right hand man to the chief at the time. So I infiltrated our local police department when all the white boy was in power.
You infiltrated?
Yeah, I infiltrated. So nigga, so all my gun license come from the sheriff department, law enforcement, all my trainings, all my shooting. I used to literally train procedural justice for our Fort Worth Police Department to the black community.
Wow.
So then what ended up happening? My homeboy, who's an RBG, the Revolutionary Black Gangster, who fly the red, black, and green flags. His son, by the name of Dacian Steptoe, killed a high-ranking Fort Worth police officer by the name of Officer Garrett Hull. Officer Garrett Hull was like the top of the SWAT team. He was a bad motherfucker with 3 tours in Iraq, 18 years on. He was a big old white boy, and Dacian Steptoe killed him. And our police department killed him rather than taking him to jail. So when my called me and said, man, the police department just killed my son. So when I called Chief Neal, I said, man, that wasn't the procedural justice y'all were teaching us. So when the police started threatening my family, I went and held security for my family. While the police were threatening them, the Muslims wasn't there, the gangbangers wasn't there. I was the only in that front yard that night when the police had their funeral, protecting his family with my guns and my bullets. Wasn't no other guy out there with me. So a gangbanging can't tell me nothing because they ain't bucked the police. Nigga, I bucked the police and ready to go to war. So what ended up happening, I got kidnapped by the police. I got kidnapped by the Fort Worth Police Department. They took me to jail. I sat in jail for probably about an hour. I called my lawyer, Lisa Pampton. Said, say, Lisa, man, these bitches just arrested me. She said, for what? I said, a broken tail light. But when they arrested me, I had over 300 rounds of bullets. I had guns in the car. I had all the nation. I had the black liberation literature. Shit talking about killing white folks and going, yeah. So to make a long story short, before I hung up the phone with my attorney, I said, say, man, whatever you do, don't let these motherfuckers Sandra Bland me. She said, I'm on my way. Don't say nothing. Probably about 10 minutes later, the police come out. They had a big old fire of all my social media posts. Because I bragged about how I raped white women and killed the white man. So they opened the door and said, come on, Charles, you going with us? I said, man, going where? So yeah, we're transferring you to the mental asylum under the Sandra Bland Act. So they gave me the name of the law.
What year was this?
2 years before Nipsey died. 6 months before Nip died.
Oh, okay.
So right
before you're famous.
So this before I came, this is what made me move to LA. So this is why I moved to LA. So they take me to the mental asylum. I disappeared in the system. Within 24 hours, they were shooting me up with drugs. I didn't know what was going on. The old nigga, that old man Pops, who y'all see with all that great beard, he made a video and said, y'all better at least tell his mama where y'all got him. Because I got some people that are killed behind me, nigga. I got some, that's why I'm so bold in my city, nigga. That's why I'm this bad, nigga. So the old Pops made a video. The other niggas went and kidnapped a homosexual who a politician was having sex with. They kidnapped the homosexual and called a politician. Put the phone up to him, and I was released. So when I got out, I noticed that the drugs they were shooting me up with was making my nerves and shit go bad. So I moved to California with my, put me an application in for a job, put my resume in, came out here to smoke weed, get that white boy dope up out of me, get that white boy, yeah. That's why I moved to LA. Because they put on my medical record that I was homicidal because they watched me go to the range. And they done taught me how to shoot that gun. They done taught me how to line that thumb up. Yeah, nigga, they done taught me what guns get. I got every gun SWAT got. Nigga, that's why I show you nigga them guns. So they done taught me this. So they got homicidal and suicidal by ideation, meaning with the shit I've been saying online, in preparation going to the gun range, practicing on my long range shooting. They watching this shit. And they done gave me my gun license. Hoping that the medical shit would go strip me my gun license, but it didn't. Why? I never seen a judge. So I was never deemed by a judge. What they tried to use, marijuana psychosis. Because once they took my blood, that's the only thing in my system. So they tried to say I was marijuana psychosis.
But they were able to say that you had so much marijuana in your system that it could have been making you crazy?
No, that's what they wanted to use.
They tried to, but
because not that they tried to, they needed something because of what I know with this rhetoric. I can turn niggas against white folks. If I preach the shit I preach, how I stood over white men and watched a white man die, nigga used to rape white hole, nigga, I rouse some niggas up. And they know.
Yeah, and then that's when they'll really kill his ass. And that's why he's not doing that. He could do it, but he's scared. He know who to fuck with. That's why he fucking with niggas like that. That's why he be disrespecting niggas like that. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason. Because he know if he motherfucking bring niggas together, they gonna do his ass worse than they did. Gonna do his ass worse than they did Martin. He know that shit.
I done gave all these niggas everything, nigga.
70 million up.
Come on, man.
Niggas this.
Come on, bro. How you ask me for money you never had, nigga? Here, though. Then when I'm fucked up, it's like, oh, I knew he'd go broke. I knew he wasn't gonna be. I knew it. And guess what? Now I'm right back in these niggas' face, nigga. We the biggest streamers in the
Bitch
world,
ass
nigga.
nigga.
Bitch ass
We gonna
nigga.
turn shit up, bitch.
Turn shit up, nigga. I done gave all these niggas.
Hey, me, stop the. I will beat the shit out of you easily.
Huh?
Easily.
You ain't won nothing.
What do you mean?
You won nothing.
147.
I will wash you, bro.
147.
I will wash you like dirty laundry, bro. You're a dirty laundry. Hey, bro.
Hey, you for me. You really think he can beat me?
He'll beat the fuck out you, gang.
All right, that's me.
He'll beat the fuck out you, guys.
Hey, me, stop the. I will beat the shit out of you.
Yeah, super hot tripping. Super hot, not even in shape, man.
If you're a parent,
Super hot tripping. He trying to get a check. You don't want that check.
That's for you.
Adrian gonna knock him out.
You need another one? You sure? I'll just keep dropping them in there all day. You sure? You need a bill paid or anything?
I don't know.
Well, I'm just.
Right now.
I know we're not used to kindness in this country, and so when we receive it, we don't know how to act. It's almost like you probably would have been more comfortable if I was rude, because you would have been expecting it. That's where we've gotten as a people, you know.
And I apologize.
Well, I'm not saying it like you did anything.
I know, but you
mean.
are correct.
Yeah.
Used to this out now.
Yeah, so now when someone does something kind, we're like, what the heck is going on here, Bob? You know, but I'm rich and bored, and I have what's called success guilt.
Okay.
And my therapist said is if I'd start giving back a little bit, I probably would feel better. And he's right. So I try to just give back, help people out that might be struggling with it.
May I ask why you walked past me and asked?
Because I don't see a man with you.
Okay.
So I thought maybe she's a single mom.
I am.
You know, maybe you are taking care of a family on your own.
Yes, I am.
These are just things I observe. I could be completely wrong, Meemaw, but yeah. Anything I can help you with then?
What would you like to know?
I don't know. I could buy your cart here. I could purchase your entire cart. Would that work?
And you really want to do that?
I really want to do that, and I can do that, and it won't affect my pockets at all. I'll still be able to go do whatever I want.
That will enable me to be able to get more for my children for Christmas.
Awesome. Well, when you're ready, I'll meet you at the front. You still got some shopping to do?
I was done with my grocery shopping.
Oh,
I was
okay.
just kind of browsing.
Okay. Well, if you're done browsing, we can head up now. Sure.
No strings attached.
No, you ain't got to go on a date or give me your number or nothing like that. I'm married. I got a wife.
Well, no,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
you just never know what's like.
yeah, I mean,
Like sex traffickers.
no, no, that word makes me uncomfortable.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm not trying to get anything from you at all. Yeah.
May I shake your hand?
Yeah. We can hug if you want.
I would rather hug you because
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah,
hugger.
that's fine.
Oh.
$275. Yeah, we can do cash back.
Alexander with 26 free throws goes up to his beloved ref and gives him a warm hug. What an incredible scene, folks. Bang! And there is the kiss.
Which one you like? Huh? They're your sisters? You single? No? Okay. You married? You married? Okay. Why you take so long? Because when she see the video, she gonna ask you. Well, you know what we gotta do. Call her. Thank you. Oh, she pretty, man. I'd have been my ass at home.
Hello?
Hello? Hey.
Yes.
Hey, Shay, how you doing? This is Mojo Brooks, man. I'm down here at the,
Oh.
Hey, well, hold on. Why you ain't come to the show tonight?
Because we have 4 kids.
Okay. He told you he was coming to the show?
Yeah, he's with his friends from school.
What friends? Tom? I'm not starting.
I got a good husband.
You do got a good husband, but I don't think you know who he here with. All right, well, okay, if you know who he here
That
with,
bitch
say
stupid, man.
James, Heidi, Lucia.
And you leaving one more.
Okay. Who I'm leaving out?
Ashley. You ain't know who Ashley was, did you? Hold on, Ashley. I'm gonna put you on the
He
phone.
a dirty motherfucker, man. This nigga a dirty motherfucker, man.
How you doing?
Hold on. If you fuck this up, I'm gonna beat your motherfucker. Do you understand me? Don't matter what his name is. You Jamaican? Never mind, give me the phone back. Hell nah, man. All right, he being good. We'll talk to you later. Bye. I ain't heard shit. She said all I heard was jerk chicken. I'm like, never mind. Get the fuck out of here.
I know you know how to do it. I know you're not gonna ask me the same thing. No, you do it. What you supposed to do? What you want done? Sit down. No, go to your room. Go to your room.
Oh, what do we have here? We got Zena's Cakery. I'm 34 years old and I love watching people do everyday tasks. Is this gonna be like an Egyptian mummy? No, this is Superman. How did you know that you could do this? It's sorry for breathing the same air you breathe. This is definitely this Superman got blue legs though. Oh,
you see that?
This is Spider-Man. Spider Pig does whatever a spider pig does.
You see that?
She's making a whole cake in a body. Jesus Christ!
Do it again.
No way.
You see that, right?
Does this Spider-Man have only spiders?
Do it.
Look at that.
What you press?
The striations.
Press it.
The patience.
You press
You
it.
can eat this. Oh.
Close it. What you be wanting me to do? Until you press it, I ain't gonna leave you
She about
alone.
to put him on a damn motorcycle.
Now close it.
No fucking way. How, Sway? How do you trench? No.
What you supposed to press? I'm putting your finger on
my
it.
God.
I'm putting your finger on it. I'm
She
putting
just
your
set
finger
her
on
booty
it. What you
that.
supposed to
You're
press?
supposed to be eating that. No fucking way. I bet this cake was about $30,000. That's how much I would have charged.
What you press?
Can you do
Go
this
ahead,
in
do it
my
again.
brain?
Go.
This is so cool.
Go.
Oh, what do we have here? We got Zena's Cakery. I'm 34 years old and I love watching people
Come
do
here.
everyday tasks. Is this gonna be
Stop
like an
playing with
Egyptian
me.
mummy? No, this is Superman. How did you know that
Press
you
the
could do
X.
this? It's sorry for breathing the same air you breathe. This is definitely this Superman got blue
Now
legs.
press the
though?
X. Press the motherfucking X. Stop playing with me.
This is Spider-Man. Spider Pig.
Close
Spider Pig Does whatever
No,
a spider
close it.
pig does.
Because this what the fuck you were doing to me
She's
all day.
making a whole cake.
This is what you were doing to me
in a
all day.
body.
Here, press it.
Jesus Christ.
Press the X. When you press the X, I'll leave you alone. Press the X.
Does this Spider-Man have only spiders? Look at that.
Press the X.
The striations. The patience.
Press the motherfucking X.
You can eat this?
Press the X. Press the X. Press the motherfucking X.
She about to put him on a damn motorcycle?
This is what you do.
No.
Press the X.
No fucking way.
This is what you do. You press the X.
How do you press?
You press the X. You see that? This is what you do.
Oh my God.
You press the motherfucking X. You
She
see
just
that?
set her booty on that.
Press it.
You're supposed to be eating that.
Press it.
No
Press it.
way. I bet
Press
this cake
it.
was about $30,000. That's
Press
how much
it.
I would have charged. Can you do this in my brain?
Stop playing with me. Press it.
This is so cool. Oh, what do
This
we
shit.
have here? We got Zena's Cakery. I'm
Take
34
your
years
ass to
old and I
sleep.
love watching people do
Good night.
everyday tasks. Is this going to be like an Egyptian mummy? No, this is Superman. How did you know that you could do this? It's sorry for breathing the same air you breathe. This is definitely, well, nah, this Superman got blue legs, though.
Oh. It's never about how fast you run this thing. It's about not stopping. It's about building something that lasts longer than you. Put your energy into the community, into the people, into the vision. That's how the marathon keeps. It's never about how fast you run this thing. It's about not stopping. It's about building something that lasts longer than you. Put your energy into the community, into the people, into the vision. That's how the marathon keeps. It's never about how fast you.
You didn't inherit this. You built it. Every late night, every dollar earned with Relay. See your cash flow clarified. Every account, every move.
In the last few years, Kill Tony has become the most powerful platform in comedy. And while some comedians grind just hoping their name gets bold, others have walked in and changed the entire trajectory of their life in a single night. But no comedian has gone from nothing to everything faster than Cam Patterson. From gangbanging in the hoods of Orlando to one of Kill Tony's youngest and most explosive stars, this is the story of Kill Tony's Cam Patterson. Now, to really understand the story of Cam, you got to go back to his childhood in Orlando, Florida. But this isn't the Orlando most people know with Mickey Mouse and Sally and Susie giggling their way through Animal Kingdom. The type of neighborhood Cam grew up in was a different type of jungle. And if you weren't an elite athlete or a standout student, you probably weren't going to be leaving the neighborhood anytime soon. But Cam was fortunate enough to have a way out, and it would allow him to see a different side of life all throughout his childhood. Because while his dad lived in the hood, his mom lived in a pretty good neighborhood. So growing up splitting his time between the two, Cam was getting a perspective that most kids never do.
When did you notice that your dad's neighborhood was different than your mom's neighborhood?
I used to ask mom why dad has got ice cream truck.
Got ice cream trucks?
I never understood that. Like, why ice cream truck don't come through here? She's like, "Cause we got ice cream." I said, "What's the? I don't even fucking answer."
So you got to observe white people in a funny way.
Yeah.
Like living in the white neighborhood, but going back and forth.
Yeah.
You got to observe.
I got the best of both worlds.
You got
yeah.
Even though Cam was exposed to a more comfortable way of life, he was gravitating towards the friends that he was making at his dad's house. Up until this point, Cam, for the most part, had done a good job at staying out of trouble. His dad kept him in sports all year round, and even though he couldn't keep his GPA above a 2.0, he took real pride in being an athlete. And while everyone else was doing the normal high school shit like partying, Cam hadn't even thought about smoking weed and living that life because his dad taught him that athletes don't do that. And if he was going to have any chance of going pro, that's just what you had to sacrifice. But when high school ended, it became obvious that Cam probably wasn't good enough to go to college for sports. And it was around this time that he realized he's actually not an athlete anymore. Now he had more free time than he knew what to do with, and he started to feel a pull to a different type of lifestyle. It was a lifestyle that his dad had been trying to keep him away from his entire life.
So how you get into the streets?
So I smoke all the time, hang around my dog, and then at this point, hang around a nigga named my dog Lim, and then we just like, you know what I'm saying, just leveled up, you know, and it went like, it was going. I could have been really good at it. I just didn't have the heart for it.
Right. Yeah. Did you have to be like ruthless, or you had to just like not care about the consequences?
You just both. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just can't give a fuck. I started fucking with my dog, and it just got more like, you know what I'm saying, like advanced and shit, like different shit. It's like, okay, this
This is it.
Yeah.
You feel me? Now I hang around niggas that murder people, and we the young boys. This is around.
Cam was starting to get deeper into this new way of life. At first, it was just trapping weed out of his friend's house, making a few $1,000s. But the more he was hanging around these guys, the more risk that they wanted him to take. Soon, selling weed would turn into trying to scam banks. And when that didn't work, it was on to the next way that they could try to make more money. Now, Cam wasn't surrounded by athletes and coaches, but drug dealers and killers. And before he knew it, he was exactly the person that his dad was hoping that he wouldn't become. For a while, this lifestyle was exciting to Cam. He felt like he was a part of something for the first time. But when the antics kept upping and he was driving around with 30,000 bills in the car and all his boys were strapped up with guns in the back seat, Cam ran into a situation that would change his life forever.
We were driving in the car, and it was a car like on my ass, and I was driving. The nigga that we were with, he had like a warrant out for his arrest. So we already got like kind of like in our mind, like, well, we can't pull over. You know, we got guns in the car, got our pills in the car, ain't no pulling us, I just gotta go. And then I was like, man, it's a car on my ass. I don't know what car this is. I couldn't see, it was dark. It was like a one-way road, you know what I'm saying? One way this way, one way that way. And so there was no lights. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. And then I was just driving, and then they turned their lights on. And my heart went to my ass. And they just went around it. Cool, just going to sleep.
Bro.
Yeah.
This would be the moment that changed Cam's opinion on the whole gang life. And right after, he'd get out of it for good. But now, Cam was 22 with no idea what he wanted to do with his life. At this point, he'd only done stand-up one time, and he was living at his mom's house. But after she saw he wasn't doing anything with his life but smoking weed, she kicked him out of the house. Sometimes tough love works, though. And this seemed to have woken Cam up. Because even though he still didn't know what he wanted to do, how he was trying to figure it out. And it was his friend Lim who saw something in Cam that Cam couldn't even see in himself. Because even after just seeing Cam do comedy one time, Lim knew Cam was for real funny. And after weeks of trying to convince Cam to go try stand-up again, Lim finally got him to. Now instead of selling dope and evading cops, Cam was bagging groceries at Publix and bombing in small shitty clubs. But at least his life had some sort of direction now. And even though his mom thought comedy was a crazy dream, Cam had the support from his best friend and his dad, who both thought that he could really pull this off. So with some positive momentum on his side and a random encounter with Uncle Laser in a comedy club in Tampa, Cam decided to take the biggest risk of his life, moved to Austin, and was trying to get on the biggest platform in comedy.
So my name Cameron, I'm from Orlando. This is my first time signing up, and I just signed up to be homeless for 5 hours. This is what it is. We dumpster babies. This is a bunch of me and 90,000 white people, and I love it. I got my very first apartment because of stand-up comedy, and that's great. You know what I'm saying? I love it. But I got roaches real bad. I got roaches so bad. I got a home, but he had roaches. But I asked him, I said, how do you get rid of them? He said, I just trained them. And I was like, nigga, that's not possible. But I brought a girl over one time, and it was 72 roaches in my room doing TikToks and shit. And at one point, me and this girl was watching the movie, and I was killing roaches as I watched the movie. So I watched the movie, and I murdered a roach. Then I watched the movie, and I murdered a roach. And at one point, she came up to me and said, Cam, it was a big ass Lizzo roach that walked into the middle of the TV. And I couldn't avoid this bitch. And she was like, Cam, it's okay. I got roaches too. And I was like, ew, bitch, that's nasty.
In the show's 611 episodes up until this point, there had never really been a comedian like Cam Patterson. I mean, you had William and Hans and Michael and David, but these guys were a completely different style. And sure, you had the occasional bucket pull who would have some potential, but would almost always shit the bed on their second or third appearance. This was already a time when every episode was getting close to 1 million views, and Cam had already been a fan of the show for a while. He knew he had one shot to make a good impression, and Cam brought so much energy that Tony had no choice but to bring him on again. But no comic would be launched into stardom as fast as Cam, because right after his first appearance, Tony would book him on 2 theater shows in Florida and make him kill Tony's newest regular just 5 weeks later on his second ever appearance. This was once again a high pressure moment because episode 616 wasn't just a normal episode, it was Kill Tony's 10th anniversary theater show, and Cam would change the course of his entire career with a single sentence.
What's something you think we should know about you as we get to know you? What do you think
I like
about
rocks.
3,000 people in front of you? What's something interesting about you?
I'm not retarded, but I like rocks.
This moment would lead to tens of millions of views across YouTube and TikTok. It'd sell thousands of dollars worth of merch, and it would become, without a doubt, Kill Tony's most viral moment. The comments under this episode already knew it. I'm not retarded, but I like rocks is going to be looked back at as a legendary line someday. In just 5 weeks, Cam had gone from a kid who took a chance moving across the country to now having done 3 theater shows and had become the newest regular on Kill Tony. But from the outside, while it looked like everything had been so effortless, and Cam was some super freak who was built to live up to every single moment, behind the scenes, he was dealing with the effects of all this fame so quickly.
You get anxious?
Yeah, I got anxiety, nigga.
You get anxious just on just for nothing? Like if you're like hanging out in your apartment, you feel a little anxious?
Nah, and groups of people. I got social. I think I have social anxiety. Like on stage, it's different. It's cool and shit. But like when it just like groups of people, like when some people, somebody compliment me and shit, I just go to sweat like shit, like crazy. Like I sweat is like sweat is crazy for me. I really do think I got like social anxiety and shit.
From what? What do you think that is?
This is terrifying.
Did you hear him?
It's
Yeah,
very scary.
Yeah, he's nice. He means well. Yeah.
Do you need water?
Oh, can I wipe my face? I need to wipe my face.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Take my shirt. Yeah. Damn. Eric, I'll get you.
I sweat very easy when I change environments.
Your favorite sports are on YouTube. Catch every
That
action-packed
nigga
moment.
nervous, man. That nigga had nervous around with motherfuckers.
Before he knew it, life as a Kill Tony regular was all encompassing. It wasn't just showing up every Monday and having to deliver a great set, but it was touring all across the country with Tony throughout the rest of the week, hitting every podcast in the scene, and doing the promotional things that up-and-coming stars in entertainment have to do. For someone who struggles with anxiety, Cam was handling things about as well as a 24-year-old possibly could. And in part, that's because of the people he had around him. Whether it was Joe Rogan giving him advice about not looking at comments, or David Lucas taking on the role as his big brother, Cam was being taken care of in a way that any young rising star needs. And instead of turning to drugs like he might have if he didn't have these guys around, he was really just locking in more on comedy. So while off stage, he might have been struggling with social anxiety, on stage, all that went away, and he was able to lean into the role that he had created.
I was on 6th Street and the crackhead, see me say, hey, nigga. I know you. I like, bro, you don't know me. He said, nah, nigga, I know you. You sell crack, don't you? I like, nah, bro, I do not sell crack. He said, nah, nigga, you sell crack. I said, bro, you telling me that nigga over there is a liar? He was pointing at a brick wall. I'm like, bro, I do not sell crack. He said, well, you could have fooled me, bitch, and just walked away. Let me tell y'all something. I'm a good person. So I sold him crack.
Cam was on a rocket ship of popularity that nobody had.
I'm a good person, so I sold him crack. That nigga's stupid, man.
Seen on Kill Tony before, but just like every regular who's been around for a few months, people started finding reasons why they hated Cam. Reddit threads started popping up like this one. Cam Patterson is the worst comedian I've ever seen in my life. And the comments were starting to look like this. The first bit where he says, I love you too, and everyone loses their shit like it's a scene from Idiocracy. Every time he comes on, I swear I'm in a Twilight episode. Holy dude, that's exactly what I'm seeing too. Worst comedian ever to be on the show. There was a growing movement of people who didn't like Cam and wanted him to be thrown off the show. Unfortunately, this is what's happened to every single Kill Tony regular, from Hans Kim to David Lucas, Dedrick Flynn, and Casey Rocket. There's a time when fans get sick of them, and Cam was going through the same thing that every other regular's gone through. But really, more than anything, it's people not understanding how crazy the job of a regular actually is.
I hope the audience starts to understand, like, this is a new minute every week. You can't get, they don't give you that expectation.
Now, some people do, like, because people that don't read the comments, they talking about me, I'm reading bitch. Yeah. Situation two is like, so I'm coming up with new jokes every week, and most of them like, I thought when I was taking the shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, oh, this might, hopefully this is funny, 'cause I really have too much to come up with. And then you got people that are like killers that'll get pulled, and they doing like they clothes. And that's put up against my taking the shit joke. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Which is also like, what is the Cam ain't shit? When the guy had everything else I had is gone.
Coming up with a new minute every Monday isn't as easy as it seems, and we've seen the effects of this with every single regular. But while Hans had the pressure of losing his job that forced him to be better, and David had the pressure from the fans of literally trying to kick him off the show, Cam didn't have anything but himself, and it seemed like he felt like the walls were closing in, because with each new week, there were more people that were starting to hate him, and if he couldn't figure out a way to turn things around, it was only going to get worse.
I had broke up with my girlfriend before I moved out here, and not because of her, it was because of her family. Her family was terrifying. When I met her brother, he had just got out of prison, so he wasn't even a human being yet, right? And when I met him, he was like, what's up, nigga? I'm gonna tell you something, bitch. I love my sister. If you ever put your hands on any type of way, I will cut your toes off and mail them to your mama. Now listen, I have sisters too. I don't give a fuck that much, you know what I'm saying?
Cam was showing that even after months of doing a new minute every Monday, he could still come up with bits that were better than most. And nothing would show the trust Tony had in him more than when he had Cam come on the HEB Arena show just a few months later. From gangbanging in the streets of Orlando to performing in front of thousands of people in just under a year, Cam was proving why he was different from any other regular before him. But he also had bigger ambitions for his career than just stand-up. And all of the success was giving him the confidence to think about what was next.
You want to do like movies and shit? You think you'll do like a TV show, movie, podcast?
I like the podcast shit. Movies would be dope.
What would be like the ideal like 5-year trajectory?
Movies and shit, man. I'm really I got this shit in my mind. I got like in the early September, we're gonna get this off the ground. It's called like Cam and the Whites. And I think that shit can like really like be something.
For most comics, the rise that Cam had on Kill Tony would have been way more than enough. It was momentum that could have been coasted on for years. But Cam was looking for the next big thing. In his YouTube series Cam and the Whites, where he documented himself trying white shit like rock climbing and surfing, was set to be his next big thing. See, where Cam's different from David and Hans is Cam always remained grateful. He was never as cocky and confident as David, and he never went as crazy as Hans. But he did want to prove that he could do more than just Kill Tony. At this point, the world felt like it was in the palm of his hands, and anything he touched would surely turn to gold. But Cam would learn that life outside Kill Tony isn't as easy as he thought, because as popular as he was, after just a few episodes of his new YouTube show, it'd be canceled, and he'd be forced back into solely focusing on stand-up. Juggling two professions at once proved to be a little bit harder than he thought, and during this time, most people spoke up about a dip in his minutes. A job that was already hard had become nearly impossible. But this experiment with other forms of entertainment did plant a seed in his mind. And just a year later, a bigger opportunity would come his way that would change his career forever.
Here to talk about it is new SNL cast member Cam Patterson.
After 2 years of Kill Tony and more than 90 appearances, Cam had transcended the show in a way that no comedian ever had before. And the people who wanted him off Kill Tony finally got what they wanted, except his career wasn't dead like they probably hoped, but now it was better than ever. And it was dope seeing people finally give the kid his flowers. Watching Cam go from Kill Tony to SNL is actually unbelievable. This is the first time I've seen somebody go from open mic to SNL with no skips in the steps. Proud of you, man. Live the dream. This was a huge win for the fans who actually enjoy watching comics succeed, because while most people get joy out of watching comedians come on and bomb their tits off, it's actually even better when someone can completely transcend what anyone thought was possible. But as wild as Cam's journey's been, he's still got even greater ambitions. Whether it's continuing to be on SNL or starting a new movie with Kevin Hart, he's always looking for new ways to push his talents. But he still hasn't forgotten what he really loves the most.
But you have like a real star quality, and like I said, I'm a fan. You can do whatever you want. You know what you want to do? You want to keep cracking the stand-up, be the greatest ever, etc., or you like not being in movies seems way more fire. Do you have any idea?
I like stand-up.
Okay.
I think it gets lost in the fact that it's kind of happened fast for me.
Yeah.
That people just think I just want to be like. People think I wanted to happen this fast.
See, what separates Cam from almost every other regular is that he could have played it safe. Being on Kill Tony could have been enough, but he knew that he could do so much more with the opportunity he was given. We've seen what happens when Kill Tony builds someone up. Most of them can't handle it, but Cam embraced it. And at just 26 years old, he's been the most successful Kill Tony regular, an SNL cast member, a touring headliner selling out theaters, and it all started because a kid from the hood on a real bad path who was bound to end up like all of his friends took a chance, stayed humble, and worked hard as hell on the talents that he was gifted. Maybe that's the real story here. It's not about the money or the fame or how successful Cam can be in the future. It's a story about someone who was on a real bad road with a real bleak future in life and was able to turn his life around in ways that he could have never imagined. And it was all because he took a chance and followed the dream that was nagging at him.
Keep it lean up in my cup. You got and think about how many songs that one verse has created. Think about how many times that part of that or either that verse is used as
Smoke
a
it hot, pouring up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Even he used it, but other people definitely
go to sleep. Take a nap.
I like when they redid that draped up and dripped out.
No, what I'm talking about. The Kiki. The Cody sample still
tipping on
goof
around,
riding on 4-4, still tipping on.
That shit hard.
You know her goofing
First
around.
time I seen Mike Jones video
Go to
was
sleep.
on
You want some
Uncut.
apple juice?
What video?
Some juice.
They used to play that shit late. Yeah.
Lay down. I'm gonna go get you some juice.
Well, Uncut had some classics.
Classics.
Even the songs we didn't like, the video was still entertaining as hell. Oh man, I'm trying to kick it tonight. That video looked like it was shot in 1993.
Smell like.
What are you doing? Bro, that shit, I was like, bro, I ain't know what was real and what wasn't, bro. But them all was songs that was real that people that shot their video for and just sent it in, huh?
That hour used to go by so quick though.
Yeah, man, some of the videos were long as shit too. For real. Tip drill was 15 minutes.
Man, that shit was a BET docuseries.
Man, Tip drill was about a 14-minute video. Am I bullshit?
That shit long.
They had a long version. You know what video long as hell? Jaheim first video. It could be. Because they have a whole story. Nigga, the whole video, it like even the little skit part, that shit, all that shit in slow motion. Then the nigga dropped his car to get his car detailed. Then the nigga Jaheim ride around the whole city in this nigga car. He never washed the car. Then he come back and just get back to do it.
I gotta go back and watch that shit.
Oh, that video long as hell. Hell no. Jaheim was that nigga, man.
Who else had some long videos?
Sometimes the story works, sometimes it don't. A long ass video. The original Today Was a Good Day, Ice Cube.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah. Remember that shit? Because then he had the one part where he got stopped. You put them all together. Yeah, the whole joint. Yeah.
Man, nigga.
Ice Cube been making a movie.
Daughter crazy. I got a crazy little baby. Daughter crazy as fuck. Let's run that family. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Welcome back to Southpaw TV. It is safe to say that Brian Norman Jr. was the most impressive fighter on last night's card. It is safe to say the assassin is back.
Shout out to my boy Southpaw.
I ain't never heard of Mr. Josh Wagner, and I'm probably never going to hear about the man again. What I do know is that the man was talking crazy to Brian Norman Jr. yesterday at the weigh-in. It took 2 rounds for Brian Norman Jr. to dog walk this man. It took 2 rounds for Brian Norman Jr. to make Mr. Josh Wagner quit in the damn corner. You are on cocaine, sir. Beautiful combination work for Brian Norman Jr. He dropped the man. Wagner got up, and Brian Norman.
2 rounds. 2 rounds is all it took. No bullshit. I ain't watching no highlights. I seen the fight. You can go back and put that on right now.
they said Killer said
damn, there you go.
He's pass freaking. He's taking Cardin to get his
I leave him past sleeping. Last weekend, I took Cardin to get his ass eaten.
What?
Took Cardin to get his cake eaten. Cardin, please call up. Let us know. Where did Cam take you to get your cake eaten?
The fuck, man? What the fuck was that? That's some bullshit. Man, it's my lab therapy right quick.
I don't know what's going on. I need a timeout. He said he's past freaking. He gonna take Cardin to get his cake eaten. I said, he's bigger than the shop.
Oh, shit.
This is bigger than the shopping spree right now.
Oh, man.
I got somebody on the phone right now. I would like to clear up a matter with Cam because Cam got some suspect lyrics that I would like to talk about. So I went into the archive and I just thought, you know, he asked me questions yesterday, Cam.
But I want to make sure 35th Street crib. I seen a deal.
I would like to ask you a question. What did you mean? So I brought a friend of mine on. Nick, can you put him on?
Yeah.
What's good? Gotti.
Murder.
I just want to know.
Yo, Carter, what's up, man? Y'all trying to lie me. What's the Kuda Love Productions trying to lie me up? Kuda Love Management trying to lie me up, man. It's all good.
Cardi was good, man.
What's up?
What's up, my guys?
Carter, what's up, man? How you been, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good, man. Finally get to clear this thing up, man.
You know the lyric, Cardi. You're a part of the lyric. I wasn't there for this. This is when you and Kim and I wasn't speaking. But the lyric says that Kim took you to get your ass eaten. So I would like to know.
That's crazy, man.
Not that I want to know, but the lyric need to be cleared up.
Nah, that was definitely a lyric.
Yeah, pause, man.
It's based on a true story.
Hold on now, Cardi, man. Hold on now, Cardi. Hold on. Tell me about this.
Killer Epstein.
This is wild, man.
Cardi. The floor is yours.
It's based on a true story. That didn't happen. But Killer took me to, you know what I mean? And got right with a joint, and you know, we had a good night, but that didn't happen.
He took you to where?
Hey, Cardi, you already here. You might as well say it.
I used to be with Killer. You know, BBO. Come on, we from that. We from that time.
Where did he take you though? You said
BBO
the Town. You know the record.
BBO, and for the record, BBO stands for Ben is over.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Clarification.
Yeah.
I'm glad we could clear this up.
In the Bronx. I think Killer lived in the Bronx at that time, and he brought something over, and you know, what I mean, we got right, I got right, everything, but that didn't happen. But she was doing some wild shit with the bottle, with the kind of
bottle.
Yeah. I mean, one thing we got to clear up is the ass eating didn't happen.
Yeah, thank you, Cardi, man. Thank you, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Cardi, that ain't what you told me. But
well, I want to ask you a couple questions about sports, but you know, being that Mace brought that up, a lot of people had questioned about yesterday's interview. why would Mace need to bring me back to Puff's house to show me a dildo? Like, he was like, you went and got Cam? You went and got
What was that about?
Why would you come uptown to get me? Bring me downtown to go.
This is the Harlem antics.
When I went Mace to 35th Street crib, I seen a dildo.
And we gonna clear that story up. Because I told Killer, I said, yo, Killer, when me and Killer was beefing, Killer said, yo, the nigga had a pink dick on this thing. But we beefing, so all is fair in war. I said, yo, Killer, you gotta see this. This nigga got a dick in the house.
That was in the comments.
Yo, Murder.
Yeah.
Why did you need confirmation? Yo, Cam, I wasn't there for that one.
Nigga walked in, I said, listen, I ain't never seen nobody need that before. So when we came in yesterday and we was talking to Sean said
That could have been for the girls though.
It was for the ladies, so we was like, we don't come from that. So it was just crazy to see. I didn't know why they needed it. You know?
Nah, he coming up with excuses. The fact
we don't come from that.
the fact that he coming up with excuses. Nah, fuck that. Nah, bro.
What you
I
talking
mean,
about?
I know they have the roles. They got the roles now.
But
This
listen,
is where I opt out.
That's funny because Mace is right. When me and him was beefing publicly, or I was beefing with him, and I was like, I don't know what Mace into. I was down there, so it's funny. I'm glad you said we gonna clear it up because I ain't gonna lie. He went down there, and like you said, Sean, would have approached for the girl now, but this is 97. Like 97 is like, or 96, like yo.
Yeah, fresh out of
I ain't
college.
gonna lie, Mace.
First year.
Mace said, "You see this?" I said, "What's going on?" He said, "Mace said exactly this." He said, "I don't know, it do be bitches over here." He said, "It do be out the bitches over here,
but I don't know."
That's exactly what you said, man. I didn't mean to interrupt. I thought it was a good time to chime in to see if I seen anything going.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I had no idea, but yeah, Cardi right. That wasn't me. There's in the comments like, why did Mace need confirmation?
Word, like, what's up with that?
Yeah. I'm gonna put my hands
First of all, for the people in the audience, let's just be clear real quick.
Yes.
Cardi, now let me talk about yes. Do you know Cardi's stat?
Yeah.
All right, cool. This is why I want to be clear. Cardi, it was Mace. Mace got on, and it was Mace brought me and Cardin along. Cardin was better than me around, in my opinion, at one time. And Mace had him there, and it was me. I'm not that me and Cardin was in competition. We was kind of under Mace's umbrella as Mace was coming up. And Cardin was like 15 years old when me and Mace was probably 20, 21 years old, and he was like the young sensation. And if you go to YouTube and type in Mace, Cam, and Cardin, a bunch of freestyles from the radio will pop up, and we used to rap together. And we kind of all did our own thing music-wise, but me and Cardin was under Mace's umbrella, and shout out to Kuda as well, just to give the audience some context, because they like, wait a minute, who's Cardin and where did he come from?
Yeah.
So they like, because you know why Cardin still look young right now. Cardin, he's old too now. They're like, not old. They'll act like I had Cardin at 9 years old in the whole house with me at night. He was of age. He was definitely of age. He was of age. So that was my brother as well. So just to add some context to where this is coming from. And yes, it was a lyric, but yeah, me and Cardin, we went got some hoes and we did our thing when Mace left us when he wanted to go be.
Mace trying to shame us for having a young. He's trying to take that. He's trying to take that lyric on to
the lyric was crazy, Cardi. I'm just doing my job as a journalist, you know. He's asked me things yesterday. I figured I'll return the favor.
Y'all did that joint. When y'all did that, y'all had a couple of my joints like words like that. I didn't know that. I'm like, nah, that's a lyric. That's a lyric, man.
Yeah, shit, bro. This shit, man. So
what's up, Cam?
How you doing, man?
You got more for today? Pause.
That's a pause off the top. Do you?
I'm gonna let it go today.
Cardi DM me. Cardi, so you need to call him. Clear his name.
Yeah, Cardi, my bad.
Cardi. Pause on shit Cartier said. Now look, we got our suck too, pause. But Cartier said I need to call first or call in and clear my name and tell niggas it was a true story. Cardi DM me say he said,
in a lot of trouble over that.
yeah, man. It's wild. It's wild. You be going to the club, like what's your club like these days? Because I was asking because Mace had a bar. I didn't know because when we went to the club together, I didn't know. I thought we were just going to the club together. That's why I was asking because I think as soon as we get in there dancing, but he said, "Why you standing on the wall, hand on your balls?" I didn't know what he was looking at when we used to club. I never paid attention to standing on the wall with their hands on their balls. So I was just wondering what your club experiences was like.
I knew it was.
Care to elaborate, please?
Look, going to this nose.
No, I'm gonna let you win today.
Yo, you got a poor scoreboard. Yo, bro, when you got the poor scoreboard, and it's just as of yesterday, it was 2-2.
Yeah.
Bro, I see you guys. I see you.
Looking
I know you got a bunch. You trying to figure out what's going to be down. You was mad when you walk in the club. You see niggas standing on the wall, hands on their balls. Acting like a drug thug, lighting up the drugs. That man is no, my bad. I was wondering what the club was like. Life was like these days.
Not like that.
Not bad. I know tomorrow, if not today. I was just wondering. You know what's crazy is that nobody even called me about that yesterday after work.
Yeah.
Your song came on and when I was driving, I was like, did he just say that?
Did he just say that?
Wait till tomorrow. It was random. My bad. I didn't mean to start it off like that.
They sent me a list, but I'm gonna let them win today.
I told you what to do, right?
I know I got some to do on it. Yesterday was good. Look, we got witnesses and everything from yesterday. We got to clear their name. It's a whole trial behind that. My bad, Cardi. I don't know what you're going
Press
through.
the X. Press the button.
I don't know.
Press it.
Crazy shit is I thought it was just bars. Cardi talking about, yo, it's a true story. I said, yo, come on, Cardi. It's too thin these days, but my bad, Stat. Sorry about that.
Press it.
You're a natural. You're a natural. I can't
Press it. Do it yourself.
I'm
Do
waiting
it
to
yourself.
no more. Let's go. Let's go.
Do it yourself.
You said you did it with me. I didn't do it with you, but
Well, the
I
craziest
got
line
what you
I've ever
said.
heard in a rap song is, I was murdered, P. Diddy make me pray. What is that about? What is that about? what is that
Oh, you
line about?
starting off.
I was
Okay.
murdered.
I'm bringing your album back, your first album.
That wasn't me. I had nothing to do with that.
You had a lot of quotables in there.
I had nothing to do with it. But I'm saying, you know what's going on now.
Yeah.
So you was partying? Was you partying?
No, I wasn't partying.
All right. We good. But I see what type of time we're on today. Mhm.
Okay.
You know what's crazy about when you just said that? I was on the way to work today, listening to some of your music and shit. And I was listening to started something, and you was like, often I bug and bust off in a thug. Bring your crew in them, I'm doing them. Yo.
Fuck.
Where's my phone when I need it? Oh, you back to that. You back to that. You ain't learned nothing yet.
Yo, that song is hard, boy. I know boys. I'm like, I for my substance, I often I bug. I know the lyrics. I'm like, often I bug. What are talking about? Bring your crew in them, I'm doing them. Tough verse though. Tough verses.
Guess we'll move along from that. No comment. Okay.
Glad we both back in the studio, man. It's good to see you.
Yeah, man. What's going on?
Now you got explanation for yesterday. Because I listened to the song, I thought this was capping. The third verse. Because I thought the was lying. I need the third verse. It's about the song 312. And then he said, she like
No,
iced down
press
my
the
butt
X.
cheeks.
If you can't
She
press
start
it,
to
you
wiggle.
can't be on
I
there. You
start to
finna go to
giggle. I
sleep.
say,
Because I told you what to press. I just showed
6
you.
million
That was
records.
AI.
You know what to do.
In 96.
That was AI. What's going on today?
You tell me. I got a question for you.
Yeah, I know you do.
What you mean? You know I do? Which one?
You don't know what to press? Press it.
What's going on?
I'm scrolling.
Press
What you scrolling to? If you got something to say, say it.
No, I'm waiting
Press
for
it.
you to
I don't
tell.
have anything to say at this point.
What you gotta say,
I don't
Seth?
have anything to say.
Okay, well, let's talk about the
I'll say
Celtics.
something. Don Q.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go ahead.
Don Q told me
You
to
have to
ask
tap
you.
it.
Average Don Q, A Boogie.
Yeah.
What did you mean when you said you can hum if you want to, come if you want to? I'ma still want you.
Don Q, see that?
He told me to ask you, what did you exactly mean
I
by
didn't write that. Don Q, I didn't write that.
Okay, I was just delivering the message. That was it. He told me to ask you, what did you mean by that particular line?
It was still a girl.
Press
She
it.
said she come on, she
Because you finna piss me off because you know what to do.
Don Q, do you have it?
Press it.
You want to know what Ohio wanted to
Press it.
Yeah, what did Ohio want to know today? Ohio, y'all some suck ass niggas. As much as I do for the state, man, y'all niggas feed this
Tap it.
information, man.
Press
No,
it.
I'm gonna let it slide.
Okay.
You
Press
said
it.
it was Don Q.
Yeah, Don Q
He
has
did.
more.
You see that?
Yeah, he sent me a list.
Good job.
So
That's what you do.
If you want to go, go ahead.
I'm gonna pick my fight.
He said he wanted to know what you meant when you say you do it to
Press
these cats
it.
for a large amount.
Don Q, I can't believe it.
The Don Q sent me a bunch of.
Don Q, you just Don Q.
He a fan though, because you know what's crazy? Like, I mean, I'm like, yo, because you know I know the songs, but you know when you a lyricist, and like us, like, you know, I be sitting here listening to Mobb Deep and Boot Camp Click and all these people, because I was young when they came out, so they was kind of young when we came out, so when he be sending me, I be like, yo, what song was that? I know the lyrics, but I be forgetting. Then in 112, the first one, you having all the facts with it. But he's a super duper Mace fan. He wants you to know, but he loves
That's
that
my
shit.
guy. That's my guy. He's still a that's a Bronx move, right?
Highbridge, definitely.
Don't trust them niggas up in Highbridge.
I got about 3 more he said, but we'll save it for another time.
Yeah, they sent me a couple. He said you ride right past Jake and go get your ass ate. What did you mean? I mean, don't get no clearer than that. Yeah. What did you mean by that? What was you feeling that you was writing all these lyrics?
Oh man, I have no answer for that, man. I don't even know what song that. I didn't write that. I'm going with I didn't write that as well. So don't come up here with the dumbass questions talking about what's going to happen this weekend.
Okay. You're talking about a dumb question. Let me ask you a good question because I was hurting all the way over here to ask you this question.
Okay.
You had a lyric. Yeah. What song is this? It says, "Cause I follow for figures, hollowing triggers, swallow a nigga like a bottle of liquor." What did you mean by swallow? Oh my goodness!
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Okay.
Swallow a nigga like a bottle of liquor.
That is crazy.
I was hurting all the way over here. I said,
that gotta be the craziest.
I can't wait. This is gonna be every day. You better be prepared every single day. I'm going to the archives. I'm telling you.
As soon as you said that yesterday, they sent me all your lyrics. You know, niggas on Instagram. It's petty. They sent me a whole archive. I said I'm gonna start with this one. So let me read it for those who are hearing this for the first time. Cause I follow for figures. All right. Mahalo my trigger. Swallow a nick like a bottle of liquor.
That was crazy. I don't even know the song you're talking about. I have no idea. But
you know how to press it if you don't. You
I will say
that
that was great. That was actually really great. The people want to know. The people want to know in 50 Cent's video window shopping, what was your role exactly in that?
What was my role?
He took you shopping. They said he scooped you and took you shopping in the video. That's what they told me. I didn't see the video in a while. I don't know. I just was asking.
I'm gonna let you win.
What do you mean, Mace right here? What are you talking about right there?
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
I barely know you. The way you front make me want to blow you. Wow. Somebody said, I just thought I'd come back with it. I barely know you. The way you act make me want to blow you. I just like somebody said that to me. I was just
okay, you Cam Newton in right now. You Cam Newton right now.
I know.
Okay.
I don't think I was there for that freestyle. I think that was you a caught in. I missed that. I wasn't at the radio station. I was you a card player right there. I was just checking in.
Yeah, okay.
I was just checking back and letting you know I'm back. I know where you're going. Now I gotta be prepared. I barely know you. The way you act make me want to blow you. Wow. Gigolo.
It's okay. I got you, buddy. Stay with me, Sticks.
You know how to do it. I showed you how to do it already. Hey, Camino. I showed you how to do it already. I showed you. Do it. Do it yourself. Press the X in the corner. Press the button.
See, because here's my thing. You can say what you want about me.
Don't break my stuff now. I told you already how to do it. Bring it here. You understand what that means, don't you? I showed you already, didn't I? Press the X in the corner. Didn't I tell you bring it here? Come here.
This
Get out
Rick
the
Ross and
refrigerator.
Rory and Mal beef just got out of hand very fast. So the beef started when Rory
here
and Mal
right
came
now.
on their podcast and essentially reacted to Rick Ross doing these interviews and these recent tours where he's talking about Drake and he's saying he don't got no problem with Drake and he wished Drake well and he hoped Drake's rise above everything. And Rory and Mal, just like the rest of the world, thought that was weird given the circumstances of the last year and a half.
Drake, if you listening to this, homie, listen to me. My shine. I don't want to see you lose. No real want to see you lose. That ain't what about. This culture, this game, this rap, this ain't what it's about. I don't want to see you
Where did I
lose.
just show you
Real,
where to
I
touch?
just want to see real shine together. Real come up together. You understand? When I was the #1 in the rap game, I showed love. When French was on fire, he showed love.
Watch hit movies and TV shows on YouTube.
Welcome to the U.S. Marshals.
Get Paramount Plus and more streaming channels to watch your favorites on YouTube.
Can we finally admit that Rick Ross is weird?
Why? Why do you say that?
And I know this is
you saying finally admit, like we've been like holding that in. Like, what you mean finally admit? Like,
well, we did talk about this in the beginning after the Like That thing and then 20v1 started. And I know we are the Drake Bias podcast, but I'm speaking from a very objective place. We didn't put enough light into how weird it was that Rick Ross entered into that rap beef.
And they didn't come to this conclusion until after the Rick Ross and French Montana press tour. When Rick Ross entered into this Drake and Kendrick beef for no reason whatsoever, Rick Ross blamed it on a Drake and French Montana issue. So Kendrick Lamar is dissing Drake. Rick Ross hopped in and dropped a diss track on Drake too for no reason whatsoever. And he claims he hates Drake because Drake apparently didn't clear a record for French Montana. Now they're doing this press tour and Ross is sitting next to French and French is saying, I never felt no way about Drake not clearing that record. I never had no beef with it. So now Rick Ross is kind of forced to now change his tone to, nah, it ain't never been no beef with Drake. You know, it's always just competition. So Rory and Mal is justified for saying, okay, so if y'all never had no real issues, if French Montana and Drake never had no real issues, then why did Rick Ross enter into this beef again outside of cloud chasing? And now they're calling him weird for it.
Yes, what did you have to, like, why are you in this whole thing? And then you came up with an excuse that it was because Drake didn't clear his verse for French Montana's album, which made all the sense in the world because everyone was waiting for Drake to say something in the biggest moment. And it wasn't about to be a verse he did 10 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then French Montana is sitting next to him going like, no, I was fine with it.
Mm-hmm.
So what the f you doing, Rick Ross?
But
you're finding any way to just get in this and now you're telling, yo, I want to see you win, homie. Shut up. Shut up. He's one of my favorite rappers. He's hilarious. His discography is incredible. But that's some weirdo, like that's super weird.
Yeah, but
is that not weird?
We knew what that was in the moment, though. We said that. We said it was weird for him to do that. We said he was trying to capitalize at the moment. He shot a video for the song with a bunch of ballet around him. Like people were trying to capitalize in the moment. Like we knew what that was. We knew what that moment. It was a moment people were trying to capitalize.
Even if it's petty reasons, I understand the Metro thing and there's women involved, Weekend, there's exes involved, and maybe Drake, someone's baby mother, or there's some slimy going on with women because that's usually how things get to this point. Rick Ross said, oh, he didn't clear a verse for French, so I'm in this now. After he gave me all my #1 records.
Yeah, I mean,
that's like that. Everyone else, I understood why, even if it wasn't a great reason, I understood why the 20v1 existed and everything in the history with Drake and certain artists. Rick Ross, who's his man's, just entered into that beef because he wanted to. I guess I'm saying it was called out, but it wasn't highlighted enough in that whole thing of why is Rick Ross doing this.
We're so far removed from that era, so I don't blame y'all if y'all forgot, because that era took place in 2024. The Drake and Kendrick beef happened in 2024. We are 2+ years removed. But when you go and put yourself back in that era, you really got to say, yo, what happened to Drake is nasty, man. That was one of the nastiest, worst moments of hip hop. People were waking up. People who had relationships with Drake, people who Drake had given a lot to and never did nothing. They woke up and said, hey, man, the world is going against Drake. All right, I can get a moment right now. If I go at Drake, I'm going to take that moment, even though Drake did nothing to me. And if you put yourself in Drake's shoes, you can't help but feel bad for the guy, bro. People who you thought you was day ones with, who you've been in this game with for 10+ years, who you really had they backstabbed you for a moment because they thought it was over for you. They thought this was your funeral and there will be no repercussions and no consequences for going at you. Now we know, that was a bad judgment because now Drake is back on top. And the worst part about it is the people who went out of their way to pick a fuss and pick a beef for Drake during that moment
like they said before.
is now escalating the beef for Drake after Drake said, I don't rock with you. That's like somebody doing you filthy and doing you dirty. for no reason whatsoever, and then you say, I don't like you, it's cool, F you. And now they're acting like you did them wrong. Now they're escalating the beef to heights because you said, I don't rock with you, and you're responding back to them doing you wrong. If you're the initiator of the beef, you can't act like I did you wrong when I respond. Rick Ross is online hating on Drake's new album because Drake didn't take the bait and squash the beef, where he went on his little press tour saying, Drake, I want you to win, bro. It's all love. Drake ain't take that bait, and now he's acting like Drake did him wrong.
RIP to the Drake stands. Can only imagine what that feels like. Well, I really couldn't. But for those that didn't know, I was a big boy making big boy records when homie was on Degrassi. Now back to the big business.
Rick Ross actually heard what Rory and Ball had to say about him because Rick Ross was chronically online. And when Drake dropped his album and he heard the subliminals that Drake threw at him, Rick Ross took to social media to first off diss the Drake album, but also diss Rory and Ball and say things to Rory and Ball that no grown man should ever say to another grown man.
Bars. Say 3 albums are trash albums, 2 years too late. What site is this? Complex? The Glazer University. Oh my God. I've been a long fan. Oh my God. Mr. YouTube. Big 3 anyway. There was too many chefs in the kitchen. Bars. Come on, guys. Stop. Y'all gotta, let's all leave little man's alone now, man. He did it. He dropped 3 mid projects. Hey, man, it was fun while it lasted. You're washed. It's a beautiful morning. Perfect time to feed yourself the knowledge. The knowledge. What's that? Rory and Maul, get off your knees. Get the testicles out of your mouth now. I don't know which one, the white one or the black one. Y'all both the same. Rory Maul, the Glazers. The Glazers. How y'all feel now? You know, Drake just committed. Should retire next month. How is this lawsuit doing? How is the Drake University lawsuit coming?
This is uncharted territories for Rory and Maul. I can name a bunch of content creators that Rory and Maul has gone back and forth with, and outside of Joe Budden, if he still counts as a rapper, I can't recall another rapper that Rory and Maul has gone to war with. Like, they don't really beef with rappers. They don't really go back and forth or disrespect rappers or people on their platform. However, when Rick Ross go this far, you gotta go below the belt as well. So they recruited the help from Zip with the Drip, which is a New York podcaster who's tied to 50 Cent. Rick Ross and 50 got age-old beef, and they essentially went at Rick Ross's neck. Now, Zip with the Drip primarily went at Rick Ross's neck, but Rick Ross will still take this offense as a Rory and Maul going at his neck, even though Zip with the Drip was the one who made the most flagrant offenses towards Rick Ross.
I thought Zip had already saw what Ross said. He was talking about something else with Ross.
Yeah, don't never say Joe Ross.
I was like, nah,
Joe Ross. I don't know if you know this or not, but I'm passionate with these. So if you ever say something like that again about some dick sucking, I'm saying we're gonna talk about how many dicks you saw as a correction officer, because that's your job to look at dicks and nuts and all of that. You did that. We're not gonna be talking about dick suckers when you done saw more dicks than the average man in this world. Like, it's not too many men on the planet Earth that saw more dicks than you as a correction officer. Let's get that out the way. You had the strip search. You looked at the balls. You made it separate the dick from the balls. You made it turn around and spread his. You did that as a correction officer. You signed up for that. So we're not gonna be talking about no imaginary dick suckers when you really did like that. Like, you saw more dicks than the average porn star in 1 year. 1 year working, you saw more dicks than the average porn star. Out of here. You never say no that to none of my get out of here. You was taking urine? You was the urine test? Huh? How many dicks you saw on that? You was the come take. Zip. Now let me cook a little bit. Let me cook a little bit. Yo, you ever took the urine? They ever gave you that job, Rick Ross? While you was a CEO, they ever gave you that job, the urines? Like, you ever took the urines? Like, you ever had to watch pee in that cup? Huh? You ever had to watch Saul put his wee-wee in the cup and pee and make sure he don't put nothing in it? Huh? You ever had to do that, Rick Ross? Huh? Don't make my mans no imaginary dick eaters when you maybe in your job had to watch the flaccid wee-wee in a cup and pee in it. Watch your mouth. Respect my like don't do that. Don't do that no more.
Yo, after you say he had to do cavity checks, I look at the title Port of Miami way different.
Right, you had to do cavity.
Holy shit.
If y'all are not familiar with who Zip with the Drip is, do your homework. Yo, Zip is hilarious, bro. Yo, I follow Zip on Instagram for a while now. I tap into his YouTube channel like here and there. He's like, I guess, the newest addition to Rory Maul, which I think he's a great addition. Zip is hilarious. My only advice to Zip would be, if I didn't know that Zip was linked to 50 Cent, my advice to him was, you don't ever want to jump off the cliff for your employer, right? If your employer got beef with somebody in the industry, let them handle that beef. You don't jump off the cliff, right? Because eventually these industry dudes are back and forth from wishy-washy, right? These industry dudes are going to be friends at some point. So I wouldn't jump off the cliff for my employer if I was Zip with the drip, right? Even though I do believe that Rory and Mal are loyal and they would like make sure that Zip and Ross issues are good. If Zip, like burn his bridges with Ross because of them, right?
Whatever.
Now, if Ross would have responded back to this, Ross would have been the dumbest person on the planet. But Ross got some brains to him, so Ross did respond, but not directly to Zip with the drip. Ross decided he was going to attack Mal's family, more specifically Mal's brother, right? Because he believes that Mal's brother and Mal, I guess, are like the most notable figures and the lit ones that are worth his time, opposed to responding back to Zip with the drip, right? Who would love that response, by the way, because Zip would have made 100,000 on YouTube if Ross would have responded directly to him. So Ross dropped this video that I believe crossed the line because now, like, Rick Ross is involving family members.
Rory and Mally, I see why Joe Buttons fired you losers. You on the equity. How dare you minions? Everybody log into Joe Buttons. Now Rory and Mally, let Biggs Burke know the boss wait for him to come kiss the ring. Minions. Losers. Biggs' brother was Biggs' brother sucking on the dicks of his Biggs' brother.
Rory and Mal, for the most part, is not academics in terms of how far they're going to take it. Like, for example, like if this was academics, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, this is going to get out of hand because now Ack is about to come on camera and he's probably about to talk about Rick Ross' daughter, how Rick Ross, Ack is going to go to the floor with this. I don't think Rory and Mal is going to go to the floor with this. I think Rory and Mal, for the most part, understand they like to be outside. And liking to be outside means you got to have as little issues as possible. You got to, if you like to be outside, you got to have as little enemies as possible, right? So I don't know how far this is going to go. I don't think Mal is going to take Rick Ross mentioning his brother too lightly. So, we got to wait, right? Probably until middle of the week to hear Mal's response to this, man. But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, man? I think it's getting out of hand, is going too far. All right, what do you guys think is the solution to this, okay? And, if you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here to find out how Charleston White stormed out of this podcast after being ambushed. I'm going to see you guys in this Charleston White video. Send me a hype to this video by clicking the hype button if you really want to support. That's the best way to show support. So please, please, please send me a hype. I'm going to see you guys in this Rory and Mal video. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.
See, women get drunk. They got an agenda when they get drunk. They get around each other when they get drunk. See, they shenanigans be different. They'll f around and be like, call your ex. Call him on FaceTime, pull your titty out.
He love you. We ain't doing that. Hey, bro,
Good job. Now press the other button. Press the X. Do what I showed you. Press what I showed you. Yeah,
Man, what if
you
a
got
woman
it.
asks you just to send the nuts?
like that, she bragged on your nigga. Like,
you know how they're trying to build up? They're trying to build up to the like, what if you was building up to send, you're sending nuts first?
But are you cold? That's out of bounds. You take a picture of just your nuts. You gotta have one leg up. Now, what if you want that angle to see the model? Nigga, you sitting there laying like a spider.
All right, what's up, my baby?
What up, though?
What up, dog? What's up, my baby?
We in there, man.
Yeah.
What's up, my baby?
We there, man. With the buffs on.
Yeah. Man, hey, show up, buffed up. We in there.
July
Detroit.
25th, July 26th. We there the whole weekend.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Oh, man, we gonna
Where
have
we
some
at?
fun. House of Comedy.
House of Comedy,
House
my
of
baby.
Comedy.
Detroit.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna be in that thing.
I'm gonna have a mink on. Mink on and buffs on.
You gonna be
I don't care, bro. I want them folks to know.
TV ain't got no temperature.
Yeah, that what PMC
TV ain't got no temperature.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
I'm gonna be in the same clothes from yesterday. Still half from yesterday.
Yeah. Get what? I'm gonna go to that Wendy's that goddamn Big Meats mama was working at. I want to see the landmark.
I'm at the corner. Yeah.
No, man, for real though. We in Detroit, man.
Detroit, man.
All right.
725.